As I mentioned earlier, good things do not just happen. There must be intentionality in effort. As a government, we are now making strategic investments in reviewing the secondary education curricula to be competence-based, project-based, and learner-centered for the learning process, not only to become meaningful, but enjoyable for both the learners and teachers. So, I call upon the teachers and parents to support your children as they navigate learning using the revised lower secondary curriculum and now the A-level curriculum that has been adapted to utilize similar teaching and learning methodologies as those of the O-level curriculum. The A-level curriculum has been aligned to the lower secondary curriculum by making it competence-based and learner-centered. In making it competence-based, the emphasis of learning is not only on acquisition of knowledge, but translating this knowledge into desirable skills, values, and attitudes. This alignment of the A-level curriculum is intended to make the methods of learning interactive, while emphasizing problem-solving, critical thinking, creativity, and innovation as demonstrated in the way learners solve the challenges they encounter in their day-to-day life. It is therefore my hope that the learners who have progressed to Senior 5 will have a smooth encounter with the A-level curriculum in terms of the learning methodologies now used. Our hope is that the reconfiguration of the secondary education curricula at both O and A levels into competence-based and learner-centered shall be that small flywheel, that gives momentum to move this big mass called interest in learning uptake of STEM education. For us as a government, to sustain the milestones and successes that come with reconfiguring the O and A level curriculum into competence-based, project-based, and learner-centered, the higher education institutions must now, as a matter of necessity and urgency, review their respective curricula for initial teacher education and training. So that's the trend we are taking. I'm sure you understand that we are moving from here to also higher education at the university level. The mismatch where universities continue to graduate teachers who cannot utilize competence-based and learner-centered curricula is undesirable. Therefore, for this mismatch to be cured in the universities and higher education institutions, the academic staff who train the teachers must also realign their learning delivery methods to become competence-based and learner-centered. You have heard the Executive Director of Uneb say that the 2024 Uace examination revealed that learners struggled with relating the concepts they are learning in sciences with what happens in the students' everyday life. This problem was not only observed in the science subjects, but also the humanities, such as economics and entrepreneurship. These shortcomings that Uneb has ably pointed out are exactly what the government is attempting to cure by embarking on reforms in the teaching profession and curricula for secondary education curricula. In other words, curricular reforms that the Ministry of Education and Sports introduced at O level in 2020 have a direct effect on the curricula used in higher education to train students pursuing a career in the teaching profession in Uganda. As a ministry responsible for higher education, we are going to coordinate our efforts to ensure that we put in place the necessary policy environment to enable the training across higher education subsector become harmonized with curricular and teaching reforms introduced in basic and secondary education levels. Therefore, I call upon the higher education subsector to take keen interest in the process of reviewing the A-level curriculum over the course of the next 4 years, as has been provided for by Cabinet. In addition, as a pioneer cohort of the revised O-level curriculum prepares to join higher education within the next 3 years, it is imperative that the institutions at this level will have made the necessary adjustments to accommodate learners who have gotten used to a different way of learning that is competence-based and learner-centered. I also want to reassure the country that the government has put in place blocks in the foundation for ensuring that there is adequate capacity to absorb learners willing to pursue higher education at university level. First and foremost, the government policy of liberalization of education service provision has seen 48 private universities, as you all know, established across the country by the private sector. Secondly, the government has been establishing a public university in each region around the country in a phased manner as resources become available. As of today, 10 public universities are already operational. Mountains of the Moon University in the Rwenzori region, Soroti University in Teso region, Busitema University in Bukedi region, Gulu University in Acholi region, Lira University in Lango region, Muni University in West Nile, Kabale University in Kigezi region, Mbarara University of Science and Technology in Ankole region, Chambogo and Makerere universities in the Buganda region. A public university for Busoga region is in advanced stages of establishment. Recently, the stakeholders from Bunyoro also identified land in Buhimba district where the campus for a public university in Bunyoro region will be located. And the government has allocated Uganda shillings 15 billion to commence construction this financial year for Bunyoro University. So, the current stock of 58 public and private universities in the country have the capacity to absorb the number of learners who wish to transition from A-level into higher education. On the other hand, we are cognizant of the fact that some learners may not be interested in pursuing the academic career path of higher education. The government has 15 technical colleges that can absorb persons interested in the TVET career path after Senior 6. From those interested in applying for government sponsorship for programs offered at all public universities and other tertiary institutions, including the technical colleges for the academic year, the application window was open from 4th November 2024 to 20th January 2025 by the Public Universities Admissions Board, PUJAB, for the 2025-26 academic year. Hopefully, you took advantage and applied. The TVET path also has a decentralized application modality that runs outside the PUJAB process. The date for decentralized application shall be communicated to the public by the Ministry of Education and Sports for the April-May window. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Makerere University as the host of the PUJAB Secretariat for taking the PUJAB application process online, starting with 2025-2026 academic year applications. This is commendable. It is use of ICTs in delivering an enhanced learner experience while assessing education services in an efficient manner. Perhaps before I conclude my remarks today, please allow me to say something about the results of the recently released 2024 UCE examinations, especially for learners under the revised O-level curriculum. I know that the grading system is confusing, as you heard Mr. Udong say, to many, and the public continues to ask questions. As you have heard, Uneb is going to come up with awareness engagements to increase the public's understanding of how the grading system works under the revised lower secondary curriculum. I have also been informed by the NCDC that working together with Uneb, they are yet to finalize the development of an assessment framework to guide the assessment process for the aligned A-level curriculum. When this process is completed, the public shall be sensitized about that also. With that, I congratulate candidates of the 2024 UACE examinations upon the achievement. My plea to you is to keep yourselves safe and healthy so that you become all that your Creator, the Almighty God, put you here on earth to achieve. I thank the parents, the guardians, the teachers, and all the others who have supported the candidates through this cycle. As I communicated at the release of the 2024 UCE examination results, schools have the individual responsibility to always maintain confidentiality and privacy of the learners' results. Once again, I thank Uneb for a job well done. I thank all those who support Uneb in various ways to make the entire 2024 examination season a successful one. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to release the 2024 USCE examination results for public use, and I thank you. Thank you, and God bless you.
In charge, Mike. Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's briefly sit for just 3 announcements, and then we'll get into the anthems. Mama, we want to thank you so much